The GMC Sierra is one of the less popular full-size trucks in the US market, but this doesn't mean that this is a bad truck. If this new model manages to sell in really high numbers for the following model year, it is destined to make a real push to the top 3 trucks and hopefully beat the Silverado and Ram 1500 in terms of sales. How GM is planning to pull this off and a lot more we're about to answer. So stay with us while we cover how the all-new GMC Sierra 1500 shocks the industry. Platform, drivetrain, and safety. Let's start with the core of this truck. In other words, the platform on which this model is based. For those who are new to trucks, the current Sierra uses something known as a ladder chassis, also known as body-on-frame construction. What this means is that the body of the truck is placed on top of the frame. This is a frame that has 2 beams that go from the front to the back, and these beams are connected to form a rectangular platform. It's a very popular choice when it comes to pickup trucks because this allows them to have an excellent towing and payload capacity. However, there are some downsides, such as high body roll and overall discomfort while driving. If you're coming from a compact or a midsize SUV, you will definitely notice the change. Nevertheless, the new GMC Sierra will use the same platform. However, this platform is expected to be updated for new technologies, such as hybridization. Hybrids are a big thing these days, and many manufacturers are jumping to the bandwagon, so it's expected that this model will come with a hybrid powertrain, but more on that in a bit. Also worth noting is the fact that the new truck will get an updated frame, about 20% more rigid, which will make the truck a bit more rigid overall. In terms of drivetrain, the new platform is expected to come as standard with rear-wheel drive, and also an optional 4-wheel drive. This model will understandably have worse fuel economy, but will have a much better off-road capability than the standard rear-wheel drive model. When it comes to safety, it's expected that this will be a major talking point about the new GMC Sierra. The crumpling zones of this truck are expected to be improved and redesigned. This truck will meet all of the latest requirements by the IIHS and the NHTSA. In addition to this new truck is expected to include plenty more sensors and other equipment that will take the safety of the truck to a different level compared to the current model. With this new truck, only sky will be the limit when it comes to choosing safety features. Only those who have the deepest pockets will be able to unlock them all. But there will be plenty of standard features. Adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking are some of the many free features that will come with this new truck. Overall, this truck will not disappoint when it comes to its safety features. This is one of the reasons why we're most hyped about it. Powertrains. Now, let's talk about powertrains and what we can expect from the latest GMC Sierra in this regard. Many of its competitors already switched to turbo inline 6 or turbo V6 engines, so we can expect something similar to happen with General Motors. Little is known about these new powertrains that should be released along with the V8 options. Since we already mentioned it, it's worth noting that the current engine lineup will stay for the new generation. Changes will not be radical from the start. This means that you'll have the option to choose the 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 engines, and also the 3.0-liter Duramax diesel. All of these engines are excellent for their purpose, but the best option will definitely be the turbo diesel. When it comes to trucks, there's no replacement for diesel quite yet, mostly because this type of fuel has great energy density and can produce immense amounts of torque in these truck applications. Not to forget the excellent fuel economy that these engines deliver compared to gasoline engines. But there is one big surprise that should come for the new generation of the GMC Sierra, and that is the introduction of a plug-in hybrid. Since EVs have failed to a great extent, buyers are reluctant to buy them, especially when it comes to heavy-duty applications such as this, when batteries deplete quite rapidly because of the heavy load. This is why for this new truck, we can expect a plug-in hybrid version. This version is expected to come with an internal combustion engine, probably the 5.3-liter V8 and 1 or 2 large electric motors, and a large 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The size of this pack is essential because this truck has a goal to offer the best of both worlds, an internal combustion engine for towing and driving in EV mode for everything else. This way, this truck will deliver the performance in every scenario and save the driver a bunch of money on gas. But this truck will not be cheap. It should come at a cost of around $90,000 in the best case scenario, but it should be a great alternative for those who want to have the best of both worlds, both fuel economy and towing and payload performance. Towing and payload capacity. When it comes to payload and towing, the new truck is expected to be equally good as its predecessor. So what this means is the fact that numbers should stay pretty similar in this regard. The numbers are 13,000 pounds of towing capacity and 2,240 pounds of payload capacity when properly equipped. Big surprises are not expected because 13,000 pounds is basically the maximum towing capacity for a full-size light-duty truck. Above 13,000 pounds, we enter the heavy-duty class of vehicles. GMC will not like to compete with itself since it already has the Sierra HD model for those who want more from the truck. But when it comes to capabilities, we can expect some innovations, changes on the tailgate, more storage compartments on the bed, and some other features that truck owners would like to use in order to get the most out of their trucks. But overall, nothing too fancy in this regard is expected to come to the GMC Sierra in our opinion, since the current truck already has everything you basically need. Fuel economy. Fuel economy is another talking point when it comes to the new GMC Sierra. With the new model, we can expect some big improvements in this regard. When it comes to the standard internal combustion engines, numbers are expected to stay pretty similar to the current ones. The most efficient gasoline model will still be the 5.3-liter V8 equipped. This truck will deliver about 18 mpg combined, while the 6.2-liter will be a bit worse at 15 mpg combined. The most efficient model overall will still be the Duramax diesel, delivering 26 miles per gallon combined. This is the model that we recommend to contractors who want to save money on diesel and make their company more profitable. As we mentioned at the beginning, the main star of the show is expected to be the plug-in hybrid model. This model is expected to improve the fuel economy of the 5.3-liter engine by up to 25 mpg combined, and also to deliver up to 200 miles only in EV mode alone. You will be able to use the truck with the ICE powertrain along with the electric motor for proper working conditions and use the EV mode for daily commutes. This truck is expected to be one of the most efficient full-size trucks in the US market. Design, trim levels, and technology. When it comes to new releases of new generations of trucks, the exterior and interior styling is always a major talking point. The looks sell trucks, and the better the looks, the more units sold. GMC has always done a very good job in this regard. Even the current model looks spectacular, and it's not even close to being considered outdated. But it is expected that the new truck will take the design a notch further. We can expect that the truck will keep its typical C-shaped headlights that look pretty good on it. The major refinements are going to happen underneath the skin. There will also be new bold colors and a new trim level. This new trim level is expected to be dedicated only to the plug-in hybrid version. It'll implement unique styling that will accentuate that this is a hybrid and will also have unique badging and color options. The interior will also be greatly redesigned with a new dash and new seats. There will also be plenty of technology inside with the latest cutting-edge features. Pricing. Pricing of this model should be similar to the current GMC Sierra, which is $38,800 for the base Pro trim level. However, since there's a big inflation, we can expect the price to increase to $40,000 at the moment of the truck's release. For better equipped models like the SLE and Elevation, you'll have to spend up to $48,800 and $50,400 respectively. But only time will tell whether or not these prices will stay the same or not.